Alright, so hi YouTube. My name is Nika and I am a registered nurse. I have been a registered nurse for 13 years. I've been a nurse for 15 years. I'm just out here to try to give you some free game on how to get some free tuition and not pay $95, $55, even $35,000 for a nursing degree that you could literally get for maybe not free, but not that much. We're all going to end up taking the same NCLEX. You basically need to know as much as a brand new nurse coming on the floor needs to know. I understand people will argue like they're arguing on my TikTok. This is why I came to make the YouTube video. They're going to be arguing about private school having so much more clinical experience. If that's what you need to obtain your nursing license, well then go for it. But not everyone is afforded the same opportunity, and not everyone can afford to go to a private school and pay that much for tuition. So I'm just here to give the girls that want to know how to get that RN degree for less. Okay, I'm just gonna go and explain my journey, my process. Number one, I started my journey in high school as a ninth grader. There's a TOPS program for all Louisiana high schoolers who anticipate on going to college. So TOPS stands for Taylor Opportunity Program for students. So pretty much all we had to do was follow a certain high school curriculum, take certain classes. From the ninth grade, I set out to complete the curriculum that I needed to complete, and then you needed to maintain a certain GPA. Can't remember what that was, and then you had to score a certain amount on your ACT. Depending on the amount you scored on your ACT, they would give you, they would pay for your tuition, but you could also get a stipend. So I ended up getting my tuition paid for and getting a stipend. Now let me say that when I first went to college, I did not pick nursing. I went to pursue a psychology degree. So got there. For basically the first 2 years of college, you honestly really don't have to have a major, but you can. Mine was psychology, so I literally took just whatever basic classes I needed to take, and I had taken college classes in high school. For my first 4 years of college, my tuition was pretty much free, and also had a stipend. I also filled out what is called the FAFSA. I never can say it, but it's FAFSA, and it's free. What is it? Free application for student aid. So I filled that out, and that depending on your income, you can get student loans or you can get grants. And at that particular time, I was only getting grants because it was enough money. And y'all, that grant money was my live money. Okay, like ain't nobody was out there trying to work and go to school. So, and it was easy because at that particular time I didn't have any kids. So fast forward a few years, I did get pregnant for my first kid, and I dropped out of my 4-year college and ended up going to pursue a LPN license, which was totally free, and then my associate's degree in nursing. So y'all, why did I do that? Because the associate's degree nurse and the bachelor's degree nurse get paid the same amount of money. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go get this 2-year college degree, make me some money while I go back to school and do the 4-year degree. So that's exactly what I did. I still had monies left over to pursue my 2-year degree. So I went ahead, enrolled into LSUA, and I obtained my 2-year nursing degree, which I was still a registered nurse. Still took the same NCLEX as everybody else. Still got the same license as a 4-year bachelor's degree nurse. So yeah, at this point, I think I had made 1 loan or 2 loans, but the total of my loans were like $6,500. So I graduated RN school with $6,500 in debt, whatever. So I decided to return back to school, but online school, and it was only like 11 or 12 month program. So enrolled in the online program at my original school, this is the school I went to when I first got out of high school. It was University of Louisiana at Lafayette. The gag is I was working as an RN at a hospital that was offering tuition reimbursement. So remember I said that I had the $6,500 that I obtained in debt already? Well, I said I was going to pay the $9,500 out of pocket. No, I'm not balling like that, but I'm like, this is for my school. I'm like, I could pick up a few extra shifts of agency and, you know, make an extra $9,500, and that's what I set out to do. So then I started reading the tuition reimbursement program rules, and it was basically saying that they would pay for like a couple of classes. They were not going to pay for your entire schooling, only a couple of classes. So most people would read that and say to themselves, well, let me just knock out the payments with the first couple of classes that I take. Well, I didn't take that route. I looked at my entire curriculum and I chose the 2 classes, because they didn't say a specific number of hours, they just said classes, but I chose the 2 classes that had the most hours. So I chose a 6-hour class, which was like towards the end, and I chose like a 3 or 4 hour class. And my institution that I work for ended up paying like, it was $6,539. That's what they reimbursed me for my tuition. So that made my loan debt of $6,500 null and void, and I was back at zero, and I only paid the $9,500 that it took to complete my online BSN program. Everyone's process journey is different, but do not have these people up in these comments telling you you have to go to a private school, you have to pay this much. RN school is so costs so much money. It does cost a bit of money, but I feel like a registered nurse degree, once you get that, like I've seen people that come out of college with a degree and they be working these bull jobs. See what I'm saying? So it's not always about the school. It definitely is always about the person. So if you need private school to obtain that nursing degree and feel more prepared to go take the same NCLEX that everyone's going to be taking, then you do that. But if you can slay it at a community college or any college that offers a 2-year program, y'all, I'm telling you, do that. And if you can, or if you want to, obtain that associate's degree first. Like associate's degree nurses and bachelor's degree nurses, they make the same amount of money. I've been there and done that. I've been a CNA, I've been an LPN, I've been an associate's degree RN, and I've been a bachelor's degree RN. Yes, I'm making the most money I've ever made as a bachelor's degree RN, but it's because I have so many years of experience and I know how to work the system. Like that first job I got as an RN, I was making $26.03 an hour. Like, who's about to be working a day shift at $26.03 an hour? Like, no, I have 4 kids. So what I did, I went straight to the night shift. Give me my $5 shift diff. And what did I do? I went straight to weekends. Give me my $3 shift diff. I decided to do what they had called a weekend special, and I will post another YouTube video about this weekend special because when I post about it on TikTok, this video went viral. Okay, like I got 1.4 million views right now about working that weekend special, and y'all, the opportunity is out there. Like, you gotta learn to finesse the system, because what they are paying starting out RN, if we're going to school, we have people's lives in our hands, we have our license in our hands and on the line. I really feel like y'all should be starting these baby nurses off with more than like 26. And I forgot to tell you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on TikTok at Nika X Noel, and follow me on Instagram at Nika X Noel.